We've got a number of constituency supplementaries. The first is from Johann Lamont.
Thank you very much, Presiding Officer. The First Minister is all too aware of the terrible impact of the contaminated blood scandal on so many Scottish people and their families. And indeed, the First Minister has played an important role in seeking to address the disgraceful injustice so many have suffered, and critically confirming that she and her government accepted the moral responsibility to provide support, including financial support, to all victims. First Minister, a constituent met with me this week to highlight her concerns and those of the Scottish Infected Blood Forum and Haemophilia Scotland about imminent decisions by her government on financial support, which are in danger of continuing the inconsistent gap in financial support between the advanced as opposed to chronically infected, a gap which is simply unjustifiable. Would the First Minister reflect on the distress being caused by reports that decisions to financial entitlement may be determined not by the clear evidence of need, but by predetermined budget constraints? Given the important role of Scotland in seeking justice for victims, will the First Minister agree to meet with me, my constituent, and those who have supported victims to ensure that we in Scotland live up to our moral responsibility to all victims of contaminated blood?
First Minister.
Well, can I thank Johann Lamont for raising an issue? As she says, I've had a long-standing involvement in this issue. It was an issue I campaigned on when I was in opposition, and I've retained that interest as Health Minister and latterly as First Minister. I know many of the people who have been affected. I have one in particular constituent of mine that I understand the issues from very clearly indeed. I want to, and the Scottish Government is determined to see justice delivered. I will ask the Health Secretary to meet with Johann Lamont where we can discuss where we are in terms of the progress around amended payments, and we can ensure that we listen to the representations that a constituent has made to her and that my constituents make to me. So I'll ensure that that meeting can happen as quickly as possible.